Stay calm, letting us know that information was just part of a plan. Allowing us to know his intentions is a mistake that man would never make. Hello and welcome to One Piece 101, the series that breaks down everyone and everything in the One Piece world. Today we're having a look at one of the key figures in the marine organization, Sengoku. For the majority of the series so far, Sengoku has held the position of Fleet Admiral. This is the highest rank attainable in the Marines, and one that is only answerable to the very top of the world government. As with all members of the Marines, Sengoku has his own personal brand of justice, in this case labelled Reigning Justice. This essentially means that he is a man who prioritizes justice over all else. However, it isn't uncompromising. For example, he may not necessarily approve of the 7 warlords of the sea system, but he does recognize that they help to ensure justice as a whole. In fact, the very first time we meet Sengoku in the series was when he was presiding over a gathering of the 7 warlords at Marijois. Although only 3 of them actually showed up, the fact that Sengoku was able to command a room of very powerful personalities speaks volumes about his own abilities and leadership. As a leader, he can best be described as stoic. His presence instills a great deal of confidence on the battlefield, and to his enemies he represents an unscalable mountain of power and intelligence. As chief tactician, he rarely got into any physical conflict himself, at least not in the series timeline that we know. However, his strength is legendary and was briefly glimpsed in Chapter 0 when he and Garp took on and defeated the Golden Lion Shiki. The one time we did get to see him kick into action in the current timeline was during the Paramount War, and good God is this man powerful. During the war, Sengoku was forced to use his devil fruit, the Hito Hito no Mi model Daibutsu. In English, the human fruit model Big Buddha. This fruit is a mythical Zoan type, known to be rarer than even Logia types. This fruit allows the user to transform into a giant golden Buddha, which is obviously where his nickname Sengoku the Buddha evolved from. It also gives the user the ability to create exceptionally powerful shockwaves, enough so that Sengoku was able to briefly combat the entirety of the Blackbeard pirates at once on his own. It's unknown exactly what type of haki or types of haki that Sengoku possesses to complement his amazing devil fruit. However, it has been stated that it is a requirement of all vice admirals and above to have some form of haki. Sengoku can also be described as fiercely loyal. Throughout his career in the Marines, he showed absolute faith in the orders and actions of the world government. This is illustrated during Nico Robin's flashback as Sengoku acts completely indifferently to the Buster Call ordered on the island of Ohara, believing that the world government's directive is in the best interest of justice. Although towards the end of his career he would begin to question the actions of the world government, specifically the 5 Elder Stars with their decision to cover up the escape of the level 6 prisoners of Impel Down, led by Blackbeard. Sengoku's loyalty extends to relationships formed with individuals as well, with his 2 closest colleagues being Suru and Monkey D. Garp, although his relationship with Garp is particularly volatile due to their extreme difference in personality. And of course because Garp's son is Dragon, the leader of the Revolutionary Army, and his grandson Monkey D. Luffy has become a notorious pirate in his own right. Oh yeah, and Garp was also responsible for saving and raising the son of Goldie Roger, Portgas D. Ace. Despite this, Sengoku shows great respect for Garp and even kept Roger's son a relative secret until Ace's execution. He's quite compassionate, as demonstrated when he encountered an 8-year-old Don Quixote Rocinante, brother of the future warlord of the sea, Doflamingo. Sengoku took him in and put him on the path to becoming a Marine. Sengoku would come to think of Rocinante as a son, and become absolutely crushed when he heard the news of Rocinante's death. After the Paramount War, Sengoku made the decision to retire, nominating Aokiji to become the next Fleet Admiral. This is likely because his sense of justice was closest to that valued by Sengoku. While Aokiji's bid for the position was eventually unsuccessful, Sengoku remained in the Marines in the new capacity of Inspector General. Since then, he has aged rapidly in 2 years. However, his attitude has noticeably shifted, almost as if retirement has breathed new life into him. He is relaxed and happy in a very similar manner to his colleague Garp. But that doesn't mean he's any easier of an opponent to face, as Jack, the right-hand man of the Yonko Kaido, discovered when he launched an attack on their ships. Sengoku, Suru, and Fujitora defeated the man with a bounty of 1 billion berries. However, it should be noted that they were unable to capture or kill him. Some more fun facts about Sengoku. Sengoku has an unnamed pet goat. While this might seem entirely random at first, it turns out the goats have a rich history in many national navies. They would be brought aboard ships to provide fresh dairy products for sailors, as well as serving as mascots. So with this in mind, it makes perfect sense for the fleet admiral to have a pet goat. Post-time skip, Sengoku also has a pet gorilla that accompanies him on missions. Now this one I can't explain, but gorillas are also cool, I guess. Sengoku's name can be written as the following kanji, meaning warring states. The Sengoku period in Japanese history was characterized by consistent conflict, heavily utilizing naval forces. And finally, a truly useless fact. Sengoku's favorite kind of snack is okaki, or fried rice crackers. And that about does it for the former Fleet Admiral Sengoku. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, favorite, or subscribe, and comment with who, what, or where you'd like to see featured in the next One Piece 101.